Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all at 4th National Digital Transformation Conclave. Today we have with us Ms. Bhavna Garg, Deputy Director General, UIDAI Regional Officer, Chandigarh, with a special presentation on Aadhaar, a trusted identity for leveraging digital transformation for service delivery. I welcome you, Bhavna ma'am. Ma'am, you are on mute.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, 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 ma'am. You can start.
I'm going to speak on Aadhaar, a trusted identity for leveraging digital transformation for service delivery. Aadhaar has brought a digital revolution in the life of 130 crore Indian residents, and it has helped them to identify themselves. Aadhaar is a 12-digit random number issued by the UIDAI, and any individual who is a resident of India may voluntarily enroll to obtain Aadhaar. This is the only program of its kind globally, wherein a state of an art digital and online identity is being provided to people free of cost and at such a large scale. Aadhaar number is devoid of any intelligence and does not profile people. It is a proof of identity. However, it does not confer any right of citizenship or domicile. Identity is the heart and soul of existence and is necessary for a person to feel valued, more so for the weaker sections of the society. In any physical setup, we need to show our documents such as passport or driving license to identify ourselves. But in digital world, it's not that simple. In the absence of in-person verification, government agencies need to be sure that they're dealing with a genuine resident who can be uniquely identified. Today, interconnectivity and availability of mobiles have increased the demand for digital services. The digitally enabled and connected residents expect more and better services from the government. The residents, especially the new generation, they want to deal with government without ever stepping out of their homes. They expect the public services to be personalized and responsive. So governments have been using digital technologies to radically increase their outreach and improve performance. Residents benchmark their expectations for digital and mobile experiences, as experienced from the online e-commerce shopping sites like Amazon, Flipkart, or also from online banking platforms, whether they are paying property tax or updating their driving license. It is therefore imperative for the government to rethink the way the public services are to be delivered. Also, there is a pressing need for an efficient, flexible, and zero friction service delivery process. The COVID 19 crisis has further accelerated the digital transformation across the world. Aadhaar has now become the core of India's digital public infrastructure. Aadhaar identity platform, with its inherent features of uniqueness, authentication, financial address, and eKYC, it enables the government authorities to directly reach residents for delivery of various subsidies, benefits, and services by only using the resident's Aadhaar number. With the online facility of downloading e-Aadhaar or using m-Aadhaar, one can carry it all the time and use it as and when needed. The authentication infrastructure setup of Aadhaar provides anytime, anywhere verifiable identity. Proving one's identity has always been an arduous task for any individual, particularly the poor and the underprivileged. Aadhaar has also transformed the way the welfare programs can be run and subsidies delivered seamlessly. JAM, the trinity of the Jandhan accounts, Aadhaar, and mobile, has ushered in a transparent and targeted delivery of service regime. And along with the universal payment interface platform, the government has been creating the ground for greater financial inclusion. A simple authentication. Hello, am I connected? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes,
A
ma'am. You are
simple
connected and
authentication
audible.
identification through biometrics, OTP, or eKYC has also made it easier for the people to enroll for the government schemes and obtain benefits without a mediator in between. A resident can establish identity anywhere at any time, receive entitlements, and exercise their rights. The core value that Aadhaar brings into the digital system is the trust in any transaction, whether it is from government to an individual or individual to an individual or from an individual to the government. There are more than 300 schemes of the Government of India which use the Aadhaar authentication process. The use of Aadhaar in these schemes has made payments seamless, transparent, and has eliminated ghost beneficiaries, as a resident can uniquely be identified. For example, in the PDS, only the correct beneficiary can take the ration. Similarly, student scholarships and fellowships, fertilizer subsidy, LPG subsidy, disability pensions, and farm income support, just to name a few. Here, money is credited directly into the beneficiaries' accounts through DBT by uniquely identifying them using deduplication feature of Aadhaar. Hence, the leakages in the welfare schemes have been plugged. The Aadhaar-enabled payment system has also brought the facility of withdrawing cash with just Aadhaar number by authenticating the transaction via biometrics. Besides biometrics, iris authentication system have also been successfully implemented in many places, especially in Uttar Pradesh. Further, face auth and voice auth systems are also being tested, with fintech becoming the face of the financial world, an identification system which can go hand in hand with the evolving financial landscape is not just helpful, but it is essential. In banking sector, Aadhaar is used as a verifiable identity proof document. eKYC also helps to ascertain the identity without having to fill in many KYC forms. Let me quote a few areas. Obtaining the passport, for example, usually took multiple weeks to complete all processes. But thanks to the Aadhaar-based biometric auth, the process of obtaining the passport is expedited. Another good example can be a DigiLocker. One can just sign up for DigiLocker and link the 12-digit Aadhaar number with it and keep all your documents in electronic form. Similarly, the Jeevan Praman for pensioners, the digital life certificate, it eliminates the need for a pensioner to be present in person. Rather, pensioner can just ensure continuation of their pension by verifying themselves online using Aadhaar, and the details are electronically passed on to the pension disbursing authorities. An Aadhaar holder can now put her electronic signatures, that is e-signature, on any document after biometric or OTP authentication. This eliminates the need for paper-based application or any kind of documents. The list is endless. Even one can file income tax returns online, and there is no need of any physical document. Instead, income tax returns can be verified using Aadhaar OTP. Recently, EPFO has also introduced online submission of Aadhaar-based claims for the employees' provident fund account holders. Today, Aadhaar's footprint is omnipresent, be it regulatory, welfare, or the commercial state. The state governments must explore more areas under the new good governance rules to unleash the power of Aadhaar so that it can be transformed from simply an enabler of targeted delivery services to becoming a catalyst of all the service delivery systems. The identity privacy issue has been raised in the past, but I would like to clarify that Aadhaar captures only limited demographic information like name, gender, date of birth, and address, whereas mobile number and email ID are optional, though useful. Biometric information that is captured includes photograph, fingerprint, and iris scans. The information is protected with multi layered security systems that are leveraged by the latest and best technology in the world. The authentication done using fingerprints or iris or OTP is encrypted so that even UIDI doesn't know where and how one is using Aadhaar. In fact, Section 32(3) of the Aadhaar Act 2016, it specifically prohibits UIDI from controlling, collecting, keeping, or maintaining any information about the purpose of authentication, either by itself or through any entity. Aadhaar is an identifier, not a profiling tool. Moreover, there is a choice to use masked Aadhaar or a virtual ID if one does not want to indulge Aadhaar number. Under the authentication mechanism, the UIDI uses its database to verify whether an Aadhaar number or biometric detail provided actually belong to a particular resident. The UIDI server replies only in yes or no without providing any demographic details of the resident whose identity is being verified. One can be sure that the details and the biometrics won't be leaked out. I would like to assure you here that UIDI is working on various new technologies to enhance the resident experience and also charting new journeys. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I got disconnected or something.
Yeah, you got disconnected. It's okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm done. If there are any questions, I'm willing to take them up.
Sure. Thank you. Audience, do we have any questions for Bhavna, ma'am? Ma'am, as for now, there is no question, and thank you for sharing of like how Aadhaar is
Yeah,
facilitating
even
direct
at the end
cash
of your
transfer.
conference, if you have some issues for the UIDI, do let me know.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm sure Aadhaar is facilitating direct cash transfer to identify group of vulnerable people and help shorten the time taken the process the payment of wages, and that is really helpful during the time of COVID and pandemics. Ma'am, on the behalf of team Gov Connect and iLog,
You don't have to
we
say
would
that. Thank you for inviting me over, and thank you so much for the talk.
thank you.
Thank you. Bye.